And now it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, Corey Sandin, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Royal Polaris, the world's finest long-range sports fisher. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, and Corey Sandin.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. I'm Pete Gray with Rock Cod Rick Maxer. We're in the world headquarters of Let's Talk Hookup here, right next to Fisherman's Landing in San Diego, and we have a great guest in the studio today. We have Captain Tim Ekstrom from the Royal Star. We're going to be talking some serious fishing and some long-range fishing at that, so you stay tuned. This is Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. The future comes standard at your San Diego County Ford dealers, so swing on by and check out the legendary Ford F-150, the smart and capable Ford Ranger, and the all-new Ford Bronco Sport. New inventory is arriving daily, and your San Diego County Ford dealer is here to help you build and order the truck or SUV of your dreams. Want to make sure you get the right truck to tow your boat? They'll help you order the right configuration to meet your needs. Want to make sure you get the right SUV to haul your gear on your next adventure? They've got you covered there too. Escape, Edge, Bronco Sport, Explorer, and Expedition. They've got the SUV that's perfect for you. If it isn't on the lot, they'll order it and get you exactly what you need. They want your trade, so swing by your nearest San Diego County Ford dealer or visit buyfordnow.com to see all the great deals. They'll be glad to hook you up.
You've heard all about it. You know the anglers catching fish have it, so what's holding you back? It's a fact. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish finding service with a spotter plane along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. You can get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Martin Island, 365 days a year. FishDope.com is for everyone, whether you have your own boat, fish on your friend's boat, or a sport boat. FishDope.com has online planning tools, moon phase, tides, hot bite icons, and more. So bottom line is, if you don't have FishDope.com, well, you're probably missing a lot of bites. Membership costs less than $50 of gas, and that's for the entire year. That's right, 1 year. What a bargain. Plus, use the special code to save $20 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel.
I can't wait to spend some quality time with my son fishing this year, teaching him about casting, how to choose baits, set the hook, and how to be safe on the water by always wearing a life jacket. Save the ones you love. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup, man. What a great show today is going to be, talking fishing with one of my most favorite people to talk with.
Yeah, Captain Tim Ekstrom, good morning.
Morning.
What's up, Tim?
Yeah, great to have you. Yeah. And boy, you've been out fishing, and now a little bit of boat work, right?
Yeah, well, we've got a lot of boat work this year, which is a good thing. You know, I was just talking to you guys. It's been a long time. Like we spot paint the boat as the year goes by, you know, but this is a really big year.
This is it.
It's kind of like the Golden Gate Bridge analogy. You know, you start on one end, and by the time you get done, you start on the other. And right. every year, it's like, it's either a big mechanical year or it's an interior year or it's an exterior year. So this is a big exterior year. You know, the boat gets to a point where the little things become bigger and bigger. It's all that, you know, little blisters and this and that. You know, it adds up, and you just have to maintain your equipment. You know,
it's a boat.
Huge proponents of that. I mean, we have the most extensive preventive maintenance and you know, all of our Randy, Brian, and I, our philosophy is the same. It's stay up on it, keep up on it. That way you don't get behind. So this is the year. It is just it's a disaster area down there. It's a complete disaster area. You would like nobody would even recognize a boat.
That's funny.
Yeah, all its blisters and warts are being exposed right now. But it's just going to be fully addressed, and man, she's going to be yacht ready, you know.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yacht-like in her paint job anyway for the first couple of months.
That's cool. And so what's the schedule? How long are you going to do maintenance? When do you go back fishing?
I think, you know, we're our first scheduled trip is April 28th, and if we get done early, we have the opportunity, if this bluefin, you know, moves in and it's viable, we may throw a couple trips on, just like we did last year.
Yeah.
We had plenty of time, so we threw a couple of weekend day and a halves in there. And we'll do the same thing if we have time. Otherwise, that's our scheduled startup. We'll see.
Yeah.
What's your thought?
Yeah,
Is it going to happen again?
Well, I mean, as far as the bluefin goes, I think so. I mean, there's already bluefin everywhere. You know, any given day. I mean, from the 9 Mile bank all the way down to a few miles above Benitez, you know, you might run across them. Everybody going up and down is seeing it, whether it's out in front of Colnet, out in front of San Martin, out in front of Ensenada. I mean, there's dabs of it.
Yeah.
You know, there's spots, there's schools. Just that the indication of how much of that bluefin is around. It hasn't gone anywhere.
No.
It's very similar, looks very similar to what it did, you know, the last few years. It's just kind of tooling around between here and you know, again, that 280-mile stretch between here and Benitez, somewhere up and down along that line. So odds are, unless something really dramatic happens, odds are it's going to do the same thing. We're going to see it back up here, you know, now, April, May. I think the opportunity is going to be there, which is great because I know we, as well as the majority of our colleagues now, we've really adapted our schedules and we've switched over to running those 3-day trips in May, early June. Which,
so successful last year.
Yeah, and they I mean, those trips used to be, I mean, it was kind of a straight exploratory, you know, and they were always priced really attractively just because everybody knew it was a crapshoot. You know, you're going to go out
Probably
there.
going to catch cods, but maybe you get lucky and do something else.
Cod fallback if you strike out. But now, I mean, it's legit.
Yeah.
Like, you're fishing for bluefin with a really good opportunity to connect in a big kind of way. So I know we begin that after that last long trip we run, we begin a full schedule of those 3-day trips, basically a couple of 3-day trips a week, all the way through, say, the third week of June. I'm excited about it.
That's cool.
Yeah,
now, you used to do a lot of like 8-day trips in the spring and stuff like that. More of those have been converted over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those trips they were always understood as yellowtail runs. And you might run into some tuna up and down. Again, is that a kind of exploratory, and I mean, with the fish as close as they have been,
it's why do that?
Yeah, why run 8 days when you can run 3 and be right here? And Lord knows with the you know, the advent of bluefin nighttime fishing. I mean, you know, you're getting like 71 hours of bluefin fishing in on a 72-hour trip.
Totally.
I mean, God, I remember a couple of them last year. No kidding. The fish was out there. What is it? The 390. It was just southwest of South Coronado Island, like
302.
302, whatever, like 10 miles. I mean, we're fishing like the trip gets in at 7 in the morning, and you know, it's like last drop at 3:30.
Exactly.
Man.
Why not?
That's a long day of fishing.
It's a long day, a long night, a long day, a long night, a long day, a long night.
All of the above.
Yeah. I mean, we left and you know, whenever the departure time was 11 in the morning, and we were fishing the first day at 2:30 in the afternoon, and I mean, like literally 2:30 in the afternoon until 3:30 in the morning. The final day it was like 70 hours or something of fishing. We were
marathon.
Like, you know,
here they are.
Hey, might as well. Gotta wake up and soak a line.
That's cool.
So winter fishing for the Royal Star, what was going on? You guys did a lot of trips.
We did we had the one fly down fly back trip, incredibly successful. The guys fished at Hurricane Bank and had a great run. Really good fishing.
A lot of nice, great fish.
Very
beautiful.
Good, very good fishing on. And it was all mixed up. You know, there's anywhere from 50 to 80 pound tuna all the way up to a handful of 200 pounders and everything in between. So they had good shots out there. And fortunately, that run coincided with an epic weather window. So those guys went out there and just had 7 days of beautiful weather, no issues, good fishing. And then we just got off off the Mazatlan runs. Brian ran those 2 trips out of Mazatlan. Incredibly successful from a logistics standpoint, which I'm always, you got to take that into account in today's day and age. It's still
running out of the El Cid,
right? And we revived it because the COVID nightmare the last 2 years blew us up, and we all know that story, just like everybody else. But it was smooth as silk.
Nice.
Smooth as silk.
Mazatlan's such a cool place.
It's so great, and that El Cid is such a fantastic destination. It's just everything about it is incredible. The fishing, the first trip, they actually pieced it together. They had one good day. The second trip, it really fell short, but we all know that fishing down there is like that. It's real hot and cold. I mean, we've seen it numerous times, and all the guys that have fished that same area coming up from the south, I mean, that's just how it is, man. It's high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
So you get there in the right time, you get there in that right window. Jed's a millionaire. You don't. Hey, you eat your lunch and you hope you have a great time enjoying some good weather, scenery, time among friends, fishing at the rail, and some good old-fashioned Royal Star meals.
Yeah. I had a customer and buddy who was on the trip. He came down to the shop yesterday, the day previous, to pick up his gear and pick up some fisherman's processing. But he said the second trip, there was no shortage of fish. He said they looked at it, saw it blowing out all over the place. It just was one of those things. Like, it was there. It just didn't bite.
That's right. Both trips.
Yeah.
Both trips.
What can you do? I mean,
volume of fish was not the issue. And I mean, it was that classic. It was similar to this bluefin thing. Brian was describing it to me where there they are. There's a spot of fish. It's 100 yards across, crashing, breaking, jumping, and, it's pushing up to the northwest. And you set up like, a quarter mile above it, and here it comes, and it just goes right through. Fish boiling right next to the boat. Everybody fired up, throwing bait. Fish start boiling around the bait, and waiting.
That's brutal.
No one gets bit, and then there it goes upwind to you. It's like quarter mile, half a mile, still jumping and cavorting, just having the time of their life. You're like, how is that even possible? We didn't snag one.
Crazy. I read an article this week about that they're turning the old prison there into a day resort.
Right.
Did you see that?
Oh, no way, really?
Yeah. It's like, what's that all about?
Well, I great, convert it over so it can actually be utilized and enjoyed. Make it a tourist destination. It's a cool place.
It's like a day tourist. It's not going to have overnight stuff for now.
Yeah, it's super unique.
Like really?
Yeah. So we're obviously hoping to make that a regular part of our routine. I mean, I don't foresee us going down there and like running our whole winter out of there, but I'd love to run a series of voyages. And what I'd really like to do is go down there and set up shop at the old Cid, the El Cid, so we could maybe spend a month there or run 4 or 5 trips. That would be, that's kind of my dream goal. We'll see how it all pans out. I mean, obviously there's some stuff that still has to be worked out as far as access and yada yada. But what I'm really positive and enthusiastic about the fishery, about the potential, and so is everybody else that goes out. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I mean, all of the anglers who've been on those trips, they love the format. And they all see the potential, and we have enough success. I mean, everybody gets it. It's like it's a quick trip,
right?
It's a way to get in there, get a shot at a big one, do something really exotic and different in 3 days, or 4 days. It's 3 days on a boat. So, again, high risk.
Is it 4 nights on the boat? 3 days on the boat?
Exactly.
4 nights.
4 nights.
Yeah. So having this new tourism aspect of the Tres Marias there, is that going to help our access there?
Let's hope so.
Yeah, I mean, certainly bringing tourists in. I mean, we don't know, but
we've got to, obviously we've got to coordinate. We got some work to do.
Sure.
And the biggest point, and this is what we always talk about. Remember the radio shows down there, which we hope that we're going to have an opportunity to continue. But really, it's about promoting and making an opportunity for Mexico.
Right.
If we can collaborate and we can make it worth everybody's while, in particular theirs, and increase tourism and benefit their economy, I think we've got a good shot at increased access and just
great thing for Mazatlan, great thing for the El Cid, the whole thing. Everybody wins.
Yeah. The gentleman that I was speaking with that came down said how much fishing there was, not as much catching, was was the guy that told the story that you told so many times. He went down with his bud. Their wives flew down the last day of the trip. They met the boat. They extended the trip by 3 days. They hung out in Mazatlan. They shopped. They ate killer food. They hung out on the beach. It was exactly what you described. It was kind of the perfect combo. Short fishing trip for them. The girls flew down afterwards. They had a killer Mexico beach trip. And Mazatlan, such a cool place for that. It's inexpensive. It's very cool. It's very easy to travel. It's very easy to get around. It's a cool spot. That's that's the perfect combo trip.
It really is, and that's the idea. I mean, what I always talk to our anglers or prospective clients that want to go down and fish there. It's like, don't sell yourself short. Come in a night before, or stay 2 nights after.
Great restaurants.
Don't
great
just
town.
jet in and jet out, because you're missing out. You know, it's like it adds so much depth and so much more flavor to the trip if you spend a little bit. Stop and smell the roses. It's 4 days or 5 days. Include the weekend in there.
Exactly.
Throw a couple extra days, because you won't be sorry. Like you said, Mazatlan is just an incredible place.
Yeah.
Like that old Mazatlan, that section
fantastic.
down there. I mean, I just walk around in awe.
Yeah.
All that old.
And they take such good care of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The old architecture, and the influence of when the Germans were there mining and the French were there, and I mean there's so many different influences there that make for a really distinct place.
Super friendly, super safe,
incredible.
Now, do you see these? Do you see these on the schedule next year?
I haven't firmed them up as far as the dates go, but yes, it's going to be on the schedule.
Great.
Yeah,
Cool.
and what I want to do is a couple of those series of either 2 or 3.
Okay.
So I'm.
So you do basically when the Royal Star does that, they do back-to-back 4-day trips.
Exactly.
And then come back and then bring the fish back.
Exactly.
Here.
Yeah.
Nice.
And plenty. Obviously, our biggest. I mean, we're so live bait minded. That's my first and foremost objective, is to make sure that we're solid as far as the bait goes. But I got a lot of wheels turning on that venture, and how to number one, make it better, but how to extend our time down there so we have less transits. The transit, of course, especially at $5 a gallon, you want to try to minimize that 2,500 mile round trip, or whatever, 1,400 mile round trip. So anyway, we're going to have at least a couple of those trips on the schedule.
Good.
And the goal again is to build it long term.
Great. So Royal Star schedule. You look at the RoyalStarSportFishing.com. Schedule's full, man. Hey, how do you get a trip on the Royal Star this year?
No, that's what it says.
Yeah,
that's what we call a quality problem.
Yeah, that's a quality problem.
But a lot of those trips, they're if what I would recommend anybody, if you want to go on a trip, call Tracy.
Yeah.
If you just look at it, it says right, because some of those trips, there's a lot of demand, and it's I'll get my deposit in, whatever. But if somebody doesn't have their deposit in, we're not very sympathetic to that after 2 weeks or a month.
You're
or so.
out, he's in.
Well, that's I mean, money talks. That's the way the world works. So, and there's a lot of trips where Tracy, she's the wizard in there. She really is. She can work magic, and she gets your name on a waiting list, especially those who have their name on a waiting list with a deposit. If anything happens, which does all the time,
always.
People's schedule change, they got to drop off. You're on if you have a deposit there, and she just gives you a call. Hey, you're on the trip now. So I would recommend, if there's a trip that you want to go on, give her a call.
Get a deposit in. Stand by.
Get a deposit. Be on
chances
standby.
of getting on that trip are pretty good.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, for
sure. Obviously the fishing last year, in particular, the summer, the fall, the fishing was so good. I mean that bluefin thing is so real, and the whole fleet is benefiting from it. We all are, but there's just a lot of enthusiasm for it, as there should be. I mean, my gosh.
Incredible.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm already can't wait to get out there.
Oh
yeah. The bluefin prospect is just we've talked about it many a time, and it's just incredible. It's like none other. Just unbelievable. Yeah, I mean,
for size, quality, quantity, just the whole thing.
Really, the quality thing is just. I mean, any given day from. Right now, maybe all the way through, April, all the way through the fall. I mean, you got a really good shot at
the winter.
A 100-pounder, a 150-pounder, a 200-pounder.
And you're right. I mean, that's from literally today until December.
December, January.
And if it happened tomorrow, not one person would be surprised about it. It's just like, okay, well, that's when it kicked off. I mean, it's like you said at the very beginning of the show. It's all there. And at some point, enough people are going to go and locate a zone that it wants to bite in. And, I mean, not one person is going to be surprised when it happens, whenever it happens, even if that's tomorrow.
And there's boats out today.
There you go.
Made it out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what it is. It comes down to coverage now. And March 19th, I mean, it's a little early, but not really.
It wouldn't surprise you.
Yeah, what we see typically early season is fish that are not that it's new for bluefin, but are really reluctant to bite. So you go out there and get your shop, and you do a lot of looking. We'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see.
Right.
I know it's there. I mean, that's the main thing.
That's
cool. You got to have them there.
Yeah. Well, as you can hear, we have a great show lined up for today. A lot to talk about with Captain Tim Ekstrom for the Royal Star. We haven't even talked a lot about what's going on the boat and, different maintenance projects and stuff like that.
It's going to be a great one. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. And we're looking forward to hearing from you this morning. If you want to be a part of Let's Talk Hookup, give us a call at our already jam-packed phone lines. There is one single line that is still open. You can grab it right now. That's 213-432-1090. Again, 213-432-1090. That's how you reach us here on Let's Talk Hookup this morning. And text the show. We've already had a few text cards come rolling through. Very, very popular part of Let's Talk Hookup is the text the show option. And if you want to text a question into Tim, the only way you can do that is via the Let's Talk Hookup app. It's a free download on your phone, whether you have an Android, an iPhone. Just search your app store and search for Let's Talk Hookup. It's not going to cost you a penny. You're not going to get any BS spam ads. What you're going to get is a great way to listen to Let's Talk Hookup, and the only way to text in your questions to talk to Captain Tim. So if you want to get through, do us a shot on that. Text the show. Just make sure that you include your contact information, because if you're the big lucky winner at the end of the show, we need to be able to contact you back. It's not like a normal text where your phone number just pops up with your message. You need to make sure to include that with your question. And speaking of a killer prize, how about this one today, Pete? One lucky caller or texter at the end of the show is going to get a gift certificate from Costa Del Mar. So you're going to get a brand new pair of Costa sunglasses. This certificate is good for any pair of Costa Del Mar glasses on CostaDelMar.com, up to a $300 value, which is virtually every pair they have.
Yeah, 580s, everything.
Yeah, the highest end glass, frame, mirrored lenses, whatever. Right. I mean, all of that falls well below that $300 mark. So you're going to get almost any pair, I think, that's on there coming your way. You pick out the style, you pick out the color, you pick out the frame, you got a brand new pair of Costas coming your way. An awesome prize. Again, texters and callers will both be eligible for that. The way that works, at the end of the show, we're going to randomly draw a winner of the callers and the texters. Then we're going to flip a coin. That coin's going to designate whether it's a caller or texter, and then that's going to be the lucky winner of a brand new pair of Costa Del Mar. So when we come back, we got a lot of Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. We're going to be taking your phone calls, catch reports, and info more. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. This is Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Hello, I'm David Nilsson with Accurate Products, and I wanted to tell you about an exciting new promotion that Accurate is putting together for the Captain Rollo's Kids at Sea program. Accurate will be giving away a $2,500 shopping spree to one lucky winner. Our family has been a proud sponsor of the Rollo program since it began, and we wanted to help kick off this year with a fun promotion that will continue to benefit the Rollo's Kids Fishing Program and allow someone the opportunity to add some of our USA-made products to their fishing tackle. Anyone who buys a book of Rollo Grand Raffle tickets starting March 19th will be entered into our Accurate shopping spree. Only a limited amount of tickets will be sold, and details can be found at rollokids.org. I hope you will join us in supporting the Captain Rollo's Kids at Sea program. And on behalf of all of us at Accurate, good luck.
Hayden Lane here from Fast Lane Kayaking, and I got to tell you about all the rad new stuff we have in the shop, like the fully updated new line of Hobie inflatable kayaks, the iTrek series. Hobie took the best-selling I-11S and made it even better, then added new models like it, like the new iTrek 9 that weighs just 37 pounds, fully rigged, packs into a small bag with wheels, and fits just about anywhere. And on the water, this thing performs. featuring a super wide and flat hull shape that is stable and an elevated beach chair style seat that is comfortable. Or the all-new Hobie Mirage Lynx. Inspired by the shape of the inflatable kayaks, Hobie made a durable and ultralight hardtop model. It's the missing link. It looks like a hybrid of a stand-up paddleboard and a kayak. And the best part, at just 45 pounds, the hull weighs about half as much as similar-sized kayaks. And it's stackable. Pile them up on your roof rack or your truck bed. You gotta see this thing. Stop by the shop, right on the water in Dana Landing Marina in Mission Bay. Or check us out online at fastlanekayaking.com.
This is Captain Dwayne Diego, Pinnacle Sport Fishing. Visual signs are one of our most important aspects to our charter fishing business. It's the reason myself and all of our crew all wear Costa sunglasses. With advanced polarization technology, Costa is designed to help cut through the sun's glare while providing enhanced color and comfort to help you see more fish. Costa was founded over 35 years ago by a group of fishermen wanting high-performance lenses for every fishing application. Costa has a West Coast style frame and lens for your pursuit. Check them out at costasunglasses.com.
When it comes to fishing rods for saltwater, there's just one name you need to know, CalStar. Take, for example, the Graphiter series. It's a true graphite and fiberglass composite rod, the finest it's ever been built. And for anglers seeking traditional performance, durability, and quality at an affordable price, the CalStar West Coast series of rods and blanks are the ones for you. Their master craftsmen bring decades of rod building experience to every rod they make. So if you want your fishing rods to be truly state-of-the-art, I always recommend CalStar at fine tackle stores everywhere.
Seasoned long-range fishermen know that the Red Rooster 3 is the finest fishing vessels in terms of technology, design, speed, comfort, and safety. This 105-foot sport fishing yacht meets every demand for comfort while delivering an unforgettable fishing vacation. Captain Andy Cates and crew are experienced, friendly, and sincere in their desire to help you have the trip of a lifetime. Book a trip on the Red Rooster 3, and you'll be back. Trips go fast. So check redrooster3.com or call Lee Palm Sport Fisheries at 619-224-3857.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Well, phone lines are packed up again. If you want to get through, it's 213-432-1090 or shoot us a text on that Let's Talk Hookup app.
Captain Tim Ekstrom from the Royal Star talking some great long-range fishing. I don't know about you, Ricky, but it's like, I know it's like right on the cusp here. It's like I can't wait to start seeing the Royal Star backing in on those 3-day trips that coming in April here. That it's going to go on. It's going to happen.
The buzz is definitely here. We always talk about it. Like, that's a thing about Fisherman's Landing. It's my most favorite part of working there for all the years is you can feel the buzz when the fishing's on, and like it's a very palpable thing when the boats are backing in and people are going, and you can definitely feel that starting to happen at the landing. Guys are coming in and tackle and just getting their like pre-planning going,
starting to buzz,
re-rigging their jigs for all the bluefin. And I lost this one last year and I couldn't find it; it was out of stock. It's just you can absolutely feel it happening every day. It's cool.
And then what does Doug Kern do it again? He throws in another spring sale, April 2nd or 3rd and 4th, right?
We had more,
2nd and 3rd.
2nd and 3rd. We had more phone calls of disappointed customers, extended family members of the tackle store kind of thing, that Day at the Docks wasn't happening. And Day at the Docks is like our last opportunity to get a deal. It's always like traditionally the last sale that happens before the fishing season, and we weren't going to just because of inventory and things like that. But it's one of those things, like it's the last opportunity to hook up our people before the season gets going, and Day at the Docks is special to us, so we're having sale at the docks. So so we're gonna,
and a similar sale to the one that was in February.
Extremely so. We're gonna have Steve Carson's gonna be doing a seminar. We're gonna have a great raffle. The money generated in the raffle goes to Friends of Rollo. It's just gonna be an awesome event, but more so, really good deal on fishing tackle. Last chance, at least for us, it will be our last sale before the season gets rolling, which undoubtedly is going to be any day.
The fact that you even having sales this year is just unprecedented, just because of the lack of inventory and stuff like that.
That's what I was going to say.
So jump on that one.
Yeah.
If you missed the first one, or even if you took advantage of it, you better restock up again, because it's going to happen.
It's buy two get one free on fluorocarbon, buy two get one free on all the hooks, buy two get one free on all the jigs. I mean, it's the right time to stock up. For
deals on all the rods, reels, everything
across the board.
Wow.
I was salivating over those boxes of knife jigs I saw on there. Just like,
look at those.
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
Yeah,
man, you talk about effective, dude.
Yeah,
those things are unreal.
What is it about them?
I wish I could tell you. Is it the
way they sink?
It's got it. I believe that presentation, that style of lure replicates a squid. I mean, it's got to just look like how those squid dart around down there.
Sure.
And I mean, what I love the most about, whether it's the knife jig, whether it's the flat falls, they are the great equalizer.
Yes, they are, man.
I mean, and I know there's all kinds of schools. I mean, there's the YouTube videos about how to do it just right, and then we'll be drifting along, and we've got 15 anglers up the side, and the guy in the 50W that's just hanging it there. It's blowing 20 knots, boat's rocking around. He's just sitting on his pole. It's down there 600 feet. He's on, baby. Then you got the guy who's yanking it up and down. He's on. You got the guy who's winding it up and down. He's on. It's
and
very,
is it mostly daytime, nighttime?
Both.
Both.
Yeah,
they eat it during the day too.
They do, but nighttime is better for sure. I mean, nighttime is absolutely it's the great equalizer.
Yeah.
Everybody has got the same shot. I mean, the key is to be in the water and in the zone.
And you can hang some big, heavy hooks on it. You can put some nice, heavy line on it. You can attach it to a heavy rod and reel. I mean, you can be effective.
Yep, 150 pound. With a 400-pound leader.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, we rigged those things with that. I mean, it's like cable.
Roped. That's
and
awesome.
It does not affect how those things fish, and
crazy.
it does not affect how they bite them. I mean, they get down there, and especially if there's a bunch of them, it's obviously competitive. It's like,
so cool.
Hey man, if I don't take a shot, that other guy's gonna. I'll get it first.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, hey, let's jump into the phones. They're packed. They want to talk to Tim.
You got it, man. We're going to start in Carlsbad this morning. Vinny from Carlsbad's getting us started here on Let's Talk Hookup. Vinny, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, question for Tim. How long have you owned the Royal Star, and how long have you been partners with Randy and Brian, and where did you meet those guys?
So Royal Star history, I started on Royal Star in July of 1992. I started running it. It's when Frank Lepresti and Ted Dunn owned it, and I ran it until 1996. Randy and I bought it in April of 1996 together. We actually leased it for a couple, 3 years from Frank and Ted.
And at that time, Randy was on the XL?
Yeah, Randy was on the XL.
Yeah.
Randy and I met years prior to that when I was working on and running Royal Polaris, and he was on the 105 and then the XL. We were kind of the two young bucks, so we gravitated towards one another just by, we were the two young guys, amongst the old salt. So we just struck up a friendship that's it's like foundational in my life. We're both probably more like brothers than we are anything. So when the opportunity came up to buy Royal Star, it was a natural fit because we both wanted the same thing, in that we wanted to have, the format of having a partnership rather than a single ownership for us was really important, because we always wanted both sides of the business to be covered, the shore side as well as having a qualified, invested owner out on the boat. It really was important to us to make sure that every aspect of our business was being overseen directly by ownership.
Now, in the early days, though you said 1996 is when you had your partnership.
That's right. That's when we established.
Did Tracy go along with that part of the deal?
Yeah, Tracy was.
That was an important part of important part of that deal, right?
Tracy's the office manager, so yeah. And Tracy and Marilee, my wife, were best friends.
Right.
So that's how Randy and Tracy met.
Oh, get out of here. I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah. All in the family.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, isn't that great? So anyway, I mean, we obviously go way back. Brian joined the team. Brian actually worked for us. He worked for me on Royal Star, and I think he started in 1994, and then he worked up till 1998 when the opportunity to run the 105 came up. And he went over there and got his experience running the boat, running the whole show by himself. And then he came back and rejoined our team in 2006 as an owner. And really, we've gotten to the point, we were at the point where, work-life balance means a lot. You know what I mean? We all love fishing. It's our passion. It's our life. It's a foundation of our professional life, but it's also, again, it's our passion. But that said, hey, family time is important. Got to take care of stuff on the beach. You got to have a little or a lot of both in order to be satisfied, fully satisfied. So that just set us up in that much better of a position to make sure that Royal Star, first and foremost, was solid, sound, and always being professionally operated, which you guys know. I mean, it's really
that's the pillar.
It's the foundation of our operation. Every side of it,
and the crew. I mean, look at Blake Wasano. I mean, my gosh, the guy started as the deckhand, and now he's the captain, right?
Yeah, and he came up through 13 years, 14 years. It looks like Blake is going to be. He's looks like he's going to be on a path that may. I think he's going to try to be a bluefin buster on his own this year. That's what.
No kidding.
Cool. Which is, everybody finds their way. So it may be the end of an era with Blake on Royal Star, which is not it's not a bad thing. You've
turned out.
That's right.
That's always the story I love about the.
Look at Marcus Medak.
Yeah,
Marcus Medak, John Conniff, Brett Roundtree with his boat. I mean, the list goes on. Dave Wolfson. I mean, there's a lot of guys that have come off our boat after a number of years working with us, and to me, it's the greatest testament of success. I think that the quote which I read many years ago and lived by is that a true leader does not create followers. A true leader creates more leaders.
There you go. That's great.
That's really the foundation of our operation. It's developing these young guys, and we always tell them, it's like, you put in the time, you put in the effort, we'll train you up, we'll give you the mechanical knowledge, we'll work with you and develop your skill set, and then if an opportunity comes along, we'll fully support you along the way.
And that's why you attract such a good crew. Who doesn't want to follow in those footsteps? I mean, the pedigree speaks for itself.
Right.
Like it's pretty obvious. If you put the time in there, your opportunity is going to be there on the backside of it.
That's the idea. And right now we've it looks like with Blake moving on, we've got another opportunity. So you hear that, you young bucks out there?
Another opportunity coming up.
Give me a call right now. It might be an opportunity.
Ooh, wow.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal. Hey, thanks for the call. Hey, Mr. Mike Lum is on the line from Friends of Rollo, Captain Rollo's Kids at Sea. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning, Mike.
Hey, Mike. So a big deal being kicked off today. Tell us about it.
Well, the folks over at Accurate Fishing Tackle are doing something that is just amazing. They are donating $2,500 worth of tackle, and that's like your choice of tackle, anything they make. And so they let us have the opportunity to sell some of our grand raffle tickets. We're getting kind of close to the drawing of that. That'll be April 30th, but we've still got tickets to sell. And so they said, why don't you do a promotion? And we'll throw in $2,500 worth of Accurate fishing tackle. So Tim Baker came up with a great promotion, and so we're kicking it off today. If you buy 20 grand raffle tickets, that's $200. First thing, we're going to throw in another 5 tickets, so you're going to get a 25-ticket booklet of tickets for $200. And you're going to get a chance to win this $2,500 Accurate shopping spree, and it'll be limited to 50 people.
Wow!
So only 50 books of tickets are going to be sold on this promotion. They're $200 a piece. Of course, you get your chance of winning the prizes that are going to be given away on April 30th, it's an amazing list of prizes.
Unbelievable list of prizes.
And then you'll have 1 in 50 chance of winning a $2,500 Accurate shopping spree, and that's all because the folks over at Accurate said, we've been supporting Friends of Rollo forever, and we want to do something to help you guys, and so here we are. It's just fantastic.
So once all 50 of these opportunities are sold, are you going to give that Accurate package away right away, or are you going to wait till April 30th?
No. We'll do it the moment they sell out. We'll draw the name, and then depending on what day of the week that ends up being, then we'll announce it on our Facebook page, I'm sure, and on our Rollo Kids website, which is rollokids.org, and then we'll of course have it announced on Let's Talk Hookup. So that'll happen, and I would guess, based on how things have been going this year, I would guess that could happen in a matter of days, maybe 2, maybe today. I don't know. We're just kicking it off, but the moment it's done, we will announce the winner, and that winner can contact Accurate, and who knows, they may want to go over to Accurate. They're in Corona, and maybe they'll be able to go over there and take a look at what they do and how they build these great products and select their choice of $2,500 worth of product.
Clean up on their product.
$2,500 is a real
That's
deal.
gonna get
You,
you.
you can get a couple of the highest end ATDs. You could get a bunch of. I mean, you could outfit yourself with Valiants. For all the line class you fit. I mean, and they have rods, they have parts, they have all kinds of stuff. Like that's a rad prize for somebody.
They're going to take.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So how does one get the tickets and get the opportunity? 1 in 50 chance to get in on this.
Okay, there's the best way to do it is to call Tim Baker at 909-223-9631, and you'll leave your name and telephone number clearly so he can call you back, and he will return the calls in the order that they come in, so everybody is fair on that. And if you don't get a chance to write that down, just go to the RolloKids.org website, and all that information is right there. And what you're looking for is the special Accurate shopping spree, and just call Tim, tell him you want to book a tickets, and it'll cost you $200. He'll take your credit card number, and then you'll be in the drawing for this Accurate shopping spree. And of course, on April 30th, you'll have 25 tickets in the drawing, and we'll be giving away 30 prizes. Just to name a few of those, one of the most unique ones, we're giving away a California state lifetime fishing license, which is, I've never seen one of those awarded, but we're doing it. And then we're going to give away one of those very hot and hard to get Hobie Lynx kayaks. That's the hottest thing in town, I guess. And we're giving away one of those, and a 7-day trip on the RP, and a bunch of other great prizes, trips, tackle, Camp Chef grills, all kinds of stuff. So it's that list, stuff. By the way, is also on the website.
So RolloKids.org, email Tim at win@RolloKids.org, or call Tim at 909-223-9631. 223-9631. Leave a message for Tim at 909-223-9631 and get in there. Mike Lum, thanks for the time. Thanks for another great event for Rollo, and we'll talk to you real soon. Good luck.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
See you, Mike. All right, with that said, we're going to find out now what's going on down in the Baja. It's time for the Catch Report with the cast man, Richard Castaneda from Cast Tours. Catch Report sponsored by the Fish Pros at Fisherman's Processing in San Diego. Not only do they offer the very best processing for your fish when your trip returns to the San Diego landings, as well as your private boat catch, they also now have Fish Pros the Market, where you can purchase fresh fish, you can buy smoked and jerkied fish. They offer the spices, rubs, the smoked cheese, their famous tuna burger, that amazing poke kit, and the brand new ceviche spice. Stop by their location in Old Town on Taylor Street, or call for details and order online at fishermansprocessing.com. We got the Cass man standing by. Buenos dias, Cass.
Buenos dias, Ricky. Is that baby sleeping all night yet?
We're, knock on wood, man, we're getting some sleep. I don't want to say it too loud, and next thing you know, I'll be up all night. But yeah, we're doing all right now.
That's good. That's great. Anyway, hey, I was on the phone with Danny Talamantes from Loretto, and we've been talking to Loretto the last month and a half, 2 months, and yellowtail bite is just phenomenal down there. I mean, they're just knocking them. San Bruno, Punta Coyote, all around Carmen Island, on some of the points out there have just been really, really good yellowtail fishing. Nice fish up to 30 pounds. Also good cabrilla bite. Plenty of bait. Lots and lots of as he says, macarela. A lot of mackerel available for bait, and he said the cabrilla bite is coming on pretty good. We're just about a little over a month away from our Let's Talk Hookup Loretto Rumble, May 1 to 5. So, gosh, I'm hoping it doesn't burn out by then. I hope it continues.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it would be awesome. Very, very awesome. But so some really good fishing going in Loretto. The only problem there is, like I said, the port captain did close the port for 2 days because of the north winds. So that's the gamble you take this time of year with that north wind. But down in San Jose del Cabo, Baja Bob Lewis there at La Playita sent me an email there with a report from down there. He says lots and lots of Dorado, limits of Dorado down there. They had a nice, I think it was a 42-pound Dorado that they brought on, big bull. Sent me a picture of it. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Lots of blues in the color, blues and silvers. So really good Dorado bite. They also got a fairly good yellowtail bite going there. And the striped marlin are just on fire down there. If you've never caught a marlin, you want to catch a marlin, now's the time to go. There's plenty of striped marlin. Now, those marlin will move up into the East Cape area, and if they haven't already. So the boats out of Los Barriles there at Palmas and Playa and Leonero, they should be nailing them this spring. Anytime now, all the way through June for the stripers, and then the blue move. But good bite inshore, plenty of Sierras, some small roosters, so some really good fishing going on down there. But that's a report for this week, guys. Anyway, anybody wants to book a trip into southern Baja, mainland Mexico, Central America, all those destinations we sell, give us a call at Cast Tours, 800-593-6510. The web at casttours.com, and I'll talk to you boys next Saturday.
Great report as always, buddy. Sure appreciate that. Always nice. You do so much compiling of up and down the Baja Coast, man. Appreciate it as always. We'll talk next week.
All right, Ricky.
Thanks a lot, Cass, man. That's going to wrap up our report today. When we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way and a lot of your phone calls. You stay tuned. You're listening to Let's Talk Hookup, Southern California's sport fishing voice on the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
When you want to catch big bluefin tuna, you need Shimano. Hi, this is Doug Kern from Fisherman's Landing Tackle, the saltwater tackle professionals. The Shimano Beastmaster is the pinnacle of electric reels. Shimano's Gigamax motor packs a winding strength up to 250 pounds, ideal for kite fishing and more. Shimano's butterfly flatfall jigs are irresistible to bluefin tuna because they stay in the strike zone longer. Shimano makes a complete line of butterfly flatfall jigs to target your favorite game fish. For all your Shimano needs, visit us at Fisherman's Landing Tackle at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. The name that stands out among anglers is Fisherman's Landing, your top choice in local and long-range fishing. We offer the finest open party trips from 1 to 3 days, the best charter boats available, and of course, our world-renowned long-range fleet. Fisherman's Landing offers half-day trips on the Dolphin and full-day trips on the Liberty. Many trips can be easily booked online at fishermanslanding.com. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
Dana Landing in Mission Bay is truly the one-stop shop for a great day on the water. Come see our expert fishing staff for just about anything you need for a great day of on-the-water fun. Looking for a fishing charter? Dana Landing has you covered with the Blackjack, perfect for up to 4 anglers, or the Impulse with up to 6. Dana Landing has a huge selection with everything you need to catch small bay bass or giant tuna. We will be sure to set you up with the right gear. We even offer reel repair and Mexican and California fishing licenses. Don't forget the amazing deli at Dana Landing with all the food, ice, and beverages you need to complete your day. Need freshwater tackle? Head to East County Bait and Tackle with all the finest rods and reels, the hottest freshwater lures, and live bait. ECBT has an amazing staff who love to share their passion for fishing. East County Bait and Tackle is located at the end of the 67 freeway on Main Street in Lakeside, and Dana Landing is next to the Dana Launch Ramp on San Diego's Mission Bay. Check out danalanding.com for more details.
For quality, the Islander out of Fisherman's Landing is a favorite among anglers. But Islander Charter is much more than great fishing. They also do incredible Guadalupe white shark diving trips, as well as a schedule of kayak mothership trips. Check out islander-charters.com. The Islander is San Diego's leader when it comes to 1 1/2 to 5-day fishing. Experience the Islander difference. Visit islander-charters.com for all the details. Great fishing is what Seaforth Sports Fishing in Mission Bay is all about. With free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limits, Elgato Doe, Pride, Polaris Supreme, Tribute, Pacifica, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth, Sea-Watch, and San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or schedule, check seaforthlanding.com. Run by fishermen for fishermen in Mission Bay.
Hey, this is Rosie from Cedros Sport Fishing. Cedros Island is considered the yellowtail and calico bass fishing capital in the world, and nobody does it better than Cedros Sport Fishing. We are committed to providing first-class service to our guests and an unforgettable fishing experience. We have made a good thing even better. We are the only lodge to offer all of our guests a direct flight departing to the CBX in San Diego. Leave home in the morning and fish in the afternoon. We have a beautiful waterfront lodge and first-class meals and service. What are you waiting for? Call me at 619-772-7570 or check out cedrosportfishing.com. Book soon. Trips are going fast.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Having a great time here this morning. Again, if you want to get through, give us a call at 213-432-1090 or send us a text via that Let's Talk Hookup app. Some great text standing
Some great
by.
texts, like from Russell in Huntington Beach says, hey, Tim, what's your favorite rod, reel, and line setup for wahoo? Everybody wants to catch a wahoo, right?
You know, I think that the Trinidad 20 is
Totally.
I don't think you can beat that reel, number one, just for all around, but I really like using that reel for wahoo fishing. Now that's not the only one, but if that one was sitting in front of me and there was a line of 6 others, that's the one I'd grab. I mean, the gear ratio is right. I remember remember we used to always think, oh, the faster the better, and there were some gear ratios that were north of 6-1. I mean, they just got crazy.
Right.
You don't need that, really. I mean, what's the Trinidad 20?
6.2.
Yeah, perfect. Anywhere I was going to say anywhere from 5.5 to 6.5 to 1 is plenty adequate, and couple that with. You can help me here. I'm not a big, I don't follow along the latest greatest on the rod numbers, but I'm always, pair it up with a
7 to 8
I
foot.
was just going to say 7,
relatively fast tapered, 50
or
pound. 700 heavy, extra heavy, something like that.
The 700 heavy, I really like that.
You want
rod.
something with a little backbone because they have bony mouths, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the main thing is, when you, of course, once you get them on, it wouldn't matter, and really that backbone in the rod. That's not what's hooking the fish. It's turning the handle, keeping, which I go back to some of those gear ratios when we got them way up there. They were too high to where you'd lock up. You couldn't turn the handle when you get that bite. And you in that 5.5 to 6.5 range, you keep grinding, keep pressure on that handle so the thing can't turn around or can't shake its head and spit the hook out. He's going to do it anyway a lot of times, but that gives you your best chance. Doesn't need to be you don't really need to make a long cast. So, something in the 6.5 to 7 foot range is plenty adequate. But I think, again, and you mentioned 50 pound, that's really my for fishing lures now, that's my favorite line size to fish, because you want that. You got to fish a tight drag, man. You just have to. Not so tight you're going to bust them off, but so tight that you have a hard time pulling a line off the reel with your hand. I mean, you want it firm. That way, again, you drive that hook. You don't. When the fish you're on the retrieve and the fish grabs the lure, you don't want the handle to be turning and nothing happening.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're
drag. You want to be grinding.
Yeah, drag. You're just slipping against the drag. He's not coming in. You're not coming in. Just everything's just sitting there.
Right. Your drag's too loose. I mean, even if it's a stalemate where nothing's moving, that's better than turning the handle with nothing happening.
Right.
Yeah. So that would be it. I mean, I would go that Talica 20 coupled up with a 700 style and 50 pound.
So that's the advice that Tim is giving as his favorite outfit, maybe because it's effectiveness. But
Talica 20 or the Trinidad 20?
Sorry, Trinidad
20, yeah.
But I could tell you he's lying, and the only reason I know that is I've got to spend a bunch of days in Wahoo country with Tim, and every time that there's an opportunity for the captain to make a cast when there's Wahoo fishing, he has grabbed mine or someone else's surface iron rod and made a cast. So there's no doubt the recommendation he gave was the most effective rod and reel, but I guarantee you not his favorite. That I can
but
I
it
can
still
say
has a Trinidad 20.
You're right about that. The reel's the same, but I can say that with confidence that every time there has been a stop where there's something going on and the dust has settled, and all of a sudden you see a big long cast come from over somebody's shoulder, it's always Tim grabbing somebody's surface iron rod to catch a wahoo with.
I have been exposed.
It's contagious.
That is true.
It's contagious.
And traditionally, the surface iron fishing for wahoo is not the most effective way. You lose
one of the worst.
Yeah, you lose a lot of them.
Yeah. But a lot of fish or a lot of lures.
Both.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, unless you fish it with single strand wire, but when you do that, you don't get as many bites. I mean, if there's a million of them around, you will. But normally we fish them on straight mono, and there's a high attrition rate.
Wahoo have very sharp teeth.
But
oh my gosh,
the coolest bite that exists in fishing a lure for a fishing. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Best lure fish there is.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
You get those ones that they just skyrocket out of the water.
Oh.
I mean, my personal favorite is when they just look like they squirt out of the water.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's 10 feet in the air straight up with a jig. They knock the jig. The jig's tumbling in front of them. And it's like suspended animation. They just, they're hanging.
There they are.
Yeah. You just hear it's one of the few things you hear 6 grown men in unison at the same time. Just,
everybody screams. You have to.
You can't not.
You have to scream.
That's pretty
Sure.
cool.
Well, let's jump back on the phone.
You got it, man. How about this time we talk to Roger? He's calling us from Fullerton this morning. Good morning, Roger. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Move on.
Yeah, sounds like we might have lost Roger. I know we had a little delay to work with, but let's slip over and talk to Mike. He's calling us from Torrance this morning. Mike, good morning. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Morning.
Doing great, Mike.
I just had a quick thanks. I had a quick report for the Endeavor. Last Friday, we went out and did rock fishing up off Ventura. They've got a great operation up there. Tucker's taking over the landing, running his boat out there. It's a great place to go and fish. We have several charters up there in the last couple of years, and rock fishing's alive and well. And then I just wanted to also say real quick that the Royal Star has been good to me when I've been out there, and I met incredible people. And Brian ran a trip a couple of years ago. We went after Christmas and got some bluefin, and everybody enjoyed the fresh sashimi for New Year's Eve. It was unbelievable. Thank you very much. You guys have a great day.
Thanks for the call.
That's
nice
cool.
Kudos for sure.
Hey, I had a fun text come through, and I thought this was a great question. This comes from our buddy Gary White in Lawndale, the Iron Man. Says, good morning, Tim. I'll never forget when I caught my personal best yellowfin tuna, a 238, with the help and coaching of your crew. With all the innovations in fishing tackle, how often do you suggest updating your tackle list? Which is a great call, because Gary White's a guy that's been long-range fishing with you for 20 years, and a lot has happened in 20 years of tackle.
Yeah, we actually have had a number of anglers who, they do the angling hiatus,
Sure.
whatever it is, family stuff. They're a long range angler, they're really avid fishermen back in the late '90s, early 2000s, and then they
kids going to school, whatever.
10 years they take a break and then they come back and they've got that same gear. And I mean, it almost elicits a laugh. You're like, oh my God, look at that gear. It's like internationals. But Cal did them up.
In the day, it was the most trick thing there could be.
Yeah, my 12T and my 30 all soup, which are still great.
Yeah,
they're still good.
They still work, right?
Absolutely, they're fantastic. I mean, they're like the workhorse, man. It's like having the 4-wheel drive reel. Those things are rock solid. But compared to again, like a Talica nowadays, or like
you said it, a Talica, Trinidad. It's just so hard to.
Lightweight, strong,
cast a bait,
huge torque,
easy to hang on to, cast a bait a mile. It's just, man.
I mean, I'm just such a we everybody busts my balls all the time about me being so hardcore on Shimano. You must be getting paid by Shimano, and I don't.
Not at all.
Nothing. Zero. But it's just such a phenomenal line of product. The between the Talicas and the Trinidads, those Talicas are unbelievable, man. That Talica 20, you talk about I think it's the most versatile reel that's ever been made. You can fish everything with it. And I mean, the torque, the power, those things are just and they're so comfortable to fish with. You can fly line a bait with a 130-pound top shot, fly line a sardine, just like magic. I mean, they're so easy. And you can turn around and fish that knife jig at night on the same outfit.
The same outfit.
Yeah. As effectively. I mean, you can fish a yellowtail in the afternoon.
Right.
You can fish a 200-pound bluefin at night.
It could be a dropper loop yellowtail rig at an island shallow, and then go offshore and use the exact same thing for a 200-pounder.
So Gary, time to upgrade.
If you have not upgraded, to answer the question directly, if you haven't upgraded in the past 10 years, 15 years, you're way behind the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, do you need to throw all your old gear away? No, but you should start supplementing. Go out and look at the product line. I mean, there's other super cool, high quality 2-speeds that are available, and maybe you'll like the feel of one better than the other. They're all good, but if
the modern gear is just that much better.
Yeah, totally. I mean, if you're still, it's lighter. It's more, if you're still fishing with something that you were using 15 some odd years ago, there's better products available.
It's going to make your job a lot easier. Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup. Another hour coming your way. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup, Southern California sport fishing voice on the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
This is Pete, and I hear it all the time. That Jim and Mary at Poway Valley Collision are amazing. I took my car to Poway Valley Collision, mentioned Let's Talk Hookup, and they gave us VIP treatment, fixed our car, and even gave us a special price. Believe me when I say Poway Valley Collision is worth the drive from anywhere in the Southland. At some point, your car will need a body repair, and I'm confident in saying it pays to go to Poway Valley Collision. Our listeners can save hundreds of dollars on your next Max Car or Truck Repair. They work with most insurance companies, including Auto Club, MetLife, Wawanesa, and more. All you do is call Jim, Mary, or any of their team members, and they do all the rest. No hassles, just top-notch work and VIP treatment. When you take your car or truck to Poway Valley Collision, the job and experience will be top-notch. Get it fixed right at Poway Valley Collision, 14211 Garden Road in Poway. Check PowayValleyCollision.com.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
The ranch is small, it's very personal, very intimate. I don't think there's anywhere else that you could have the old Baja feel and have all those miles of beachfront, the palapa roofs and the stone walls. There's not a room that you don't have some kind of ocean view. You don't give up any amenities at the ranch. It's just very rustic. You know how when you cook outdoors it tastes better? Well, that's Rancho Leonero. It just tastes better. We have paddle boards, we've got kayaks, we've got snorkeling equipment, of course. We've got 12 super pongas. We have dive trips. We've got over 40 kayaks at the hotel. We've got all accurate equipment, very top of the line. And when the fishing's good, we'll freeze your fish, pack it all up, send it home with you. People love it. They'll come back 5-6 times a year. That's the highest accolade we can get. 1-800-646-2252, 646-BAJA. And RanchoLeonero.com. It's unique.
Many years ago, Baja pioneer Bob Van Wormer found the area he called the Great Fish Trap in the East Cape of southern Baja and built what is now regarded as the premier East Cape resorts of Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Today, following in their father's footsteps, Bob's sons, Bobby, Chucky, and Eddie, have taken Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol to new levels with the largest sport fishing fleet in Mexico, a luxurious spa, and top-of-the-line resort amenities. Van Wormer Resorts have become a destination for travelers worldwide. But for us, Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol are just a short 2-hour flight away. No other tropical fishing destination offers the experience and value that you'll find at Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Now you can plan your Baja fishing vacation quick and easy by visiting VanWormerResorts.com. And when you're ready to book, it's quick and easy. Or simply call 877-777-TUNA for more information. Van Wormer Resorts, the East Cape's finest.
The future comes standard at your San Diego County Ford dealers, so swing on by and check out the legendary Ford F-150, the smart and capable Ford Ranger, and the all-new Ford Bronco Sport. New inventory is arriving daily, and your San Diego County Ford dealer is here to help you build and order the truck or SUV of your dreams. Want to make sure you get the right truck to tow your boat? They'll help you order the right configuration to meet your needs. Want to make sure you get the right SUV to haul your gear on your next adventure? They've got you covered there too. Escape, Edge, Bronco Sport, Explorer, and Expedition. They've got the SUV that's perfect for you. If it isn't on the lot, they'll order it and get you exactly what you need. They want your trade, so swing by your nearest San Diego County Ford dealer or visit buyfordnow.com to see all the great deals. They'll be glad to hook you up.